So you're thinking about moving to San Antonio, or maybe you currently live in San Antonio in a rental or a home that you bought a couple years ago, and you're now looking to purchase another home. Let me tell you what the current market here in San Antonio looks like as of October 2025, and see what the market is doing, what the trends look like, and see how you can best position yourself to either buy or maybe even sell the home that you're currently in. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Tracy. I am a mom to 5 and your local San Antonio realtor. My family and I have lived in San Antonio for almost 10 years. We moved here in 2016, right before my son was born, and so we are loving San Antonio and definitely consider this a very family-friendly place. My team and I love helping people make their move and transition to the San Antonio area, whether that's in 1 week or 1 year. We'd love to connect with you. All of our information is down below in the description area, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and we can't help you to make a smooth and pain-free transition to the Alamo City. So let's talk about the marketing stats here in San Antonio. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up on the screen, that way you can go take a quick snapshot. If you would like to get an email copy of this, please, like I said, subscribe, send me a message, and I will make sure that I get that over to you. So I like to look at the overall picture because I think that can help you to see what has been happening in the past and what it might be looking like on a going forward basis. Of course, nobody has a crystal ball, so we can't time whether it's going to be a great time to buy or maybe a not so great time to buy. Same with the selling side of things. But it's always good to see what the overall trend is looking like. So October 2025, we saw 2,639 homes sell. That's actually a slight dip in what it was this time last year, and also a little slightly slower than what it was in September of 2025. That's not really surprising because the things are sitting on the market a little bit longer. The inventory is a little bit higher. We were about 6+ months of inventory, and so buyers definitely have a lot of choices when they are looking at homes. And so it's really imperative that sellers are pricing it right, and also giving buyers some incentive to not only look at their homes, but also, maybe help them buy down, purchase a point of insurance. Sorry, not a point of insurance. It's important that sellers also give buyers incentives to come and maybe look at their house. And some incentives might be that they could, number one, of course, drop the price, but then also maybe give them some concessions or like money to maybe buy down an interest rate points, or use money towards improvements to the house. And so that's something that, sellers should be strategic about, especially if they are wanting to sell their home on a quicker basis. Now, when we're looking at average home prices, we are sitting at about $377,000. That is actually 1% above what it was to last year. The medium home price, which is, like I said, right smack dab in the middle, that is at $305,000, and so that's actually also a little bit lower from October of last year, and also lower from September of 2025 as well. So what does that tell us? Well, it just basically says the price is holding pretty steady. I mean, you're not going to see a huge influx in price, and you're not going to see a big drop in prices either. They're going to hold pretty steady. You might see a few tweaks here and there month to month, but year over year, you're not going to see a huge increase in price. You're not going to see a huge decrease in price, and so what you're seeing, is pretty steady. And I think that's really healthy for the San Antonio market because people are looking for the stability. People are still continually moving out to the San Antonio area. The job market is robust out here, and we still have a healthy supply of homes as well. As I mentioned before, homes are sitting on the market for about 6+ months. We're seeing an average of about 83 days. And so that also means that, like I said, buyers have a lot more options to choose from. Homes are selling for about 92% less than what the list price is. So again, that means that buyers are having more negotiating power when it comes to being able to purchase a home. And sellers really need to think about pricing their homes strategically. And so that's why, number one, on the sell side of things, you should have a agent who is not only familiar with the area, but is running comps to make sure that your home price, if you're selling it, is comparable and is what the market says that your home is potentially going to be selling for. On the buy side of things, you need a realtor that obviously is also going to look at comps, but then also look for your best interest in terms of being able to purchase a home for a price that isn't going to break the bank and also get you the most bang for your dollar. In terms of numbers out here in San Antonio, there are over 1,600 homes out here in San Antonio that are available for purchase. And so that jumped about 16% from what it was last year, and new listings have also increased. So you have a lot of inventory that is out here. And the homes that sold here in San Antonio, about 65% of them were priced between the $200,000 range all the way to about $500,000. So that's a big bulk of the inventory that was sold. Under 15% were sold under $200,000, and 13% were sold between $500,000 to about $750,000. So, like I said, the majority of home prices out here in San Antonio is between $200,000 to about $500,000, and I think that's something that is a very affordable range for people to be able to buy homes out here in the San Antonio area. Now, rental prices, that has actually increased, and I think that is a reflection not only on the market, but because of what interest rates are doing as well. It's causing home prices, not only causing home prices to kind of stay steady, but then the mortgage that people take out, obviously with a higher interest rate, it's a higher monthly payment, and people may not be able to purchase that, and so they're turning to rentals. And so a rental for a average 3-bedroom, 2-bath rental out here in San Antonio, remember this is average, it's not a lot of it is going to be dependent obviously on the area that you are living in San Antonio, but that is about $1,771 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Like I said, that price can increase depending on the desirability of the area, or decrease depending on where you're located in the San Antonio area. But it's a very healthy rental market out here as well. And so if you are looking for a rental, I can obviously definitely help you out on that. And if you're looking for an apartment which does not have, the maintenance that's tied to owning or renting a home, I can definitely help you on that front as well. So overall, the San Antonio market is not crashing or skyrocketing. It is holding steady. And I think that's one of the best things about San Antonio, is that it is a very stable market out here. And we've seen that year over year, and it is an ongoing trend where you're not going to see a huge increase in prices, but you're not going to see a huge crash in prices either. If you're a buyer, this just means that you have more negotiating power. And if you're a seller, you just want to make sure that you are pricing your home correctly, so that way you are attracting buyers to your home, and also, like I said, offering them incentives or money back, like AKA concessions, in order to fix up the home or buy down rates. And always, if you are looking to buy or sell or move here to San Antonio, I would love to be able to help you out. Like I said, all of my contact information is down below in the description area. Let's hop on a Zoom, a phone call, send me a text, and let's connect and see if I am the right realtor to help you move out to the San Antonio area. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.